Right, today I'm going to create a to-do app, actually to-do list app for beginners. I'll try to explain every little things here and there, and let's see how it goes. First thing, you have to install Node.js. Search Node.js in Google and then go to the first page and download it from here. And then Visual Studio Code. Go to this website and download this Visual Studio Code as well. This is a good IDE or code editor for JavaScript. We come to this folder and then open a terminal on this folder. Actually, you can create a folder anywhere in your computer and then go inside the folder and then open up a terminal here and then type npx create react app and then the name of your app. Let's call it to-do react. All right, let's wait for it. Right, seems like it's done installing everything. Right, we can just open it now and go to that folder, the project you just created, and then open it with the terminal. Then write code dot to open it inside of VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Or if you don't have the command working in your computer or for any reason, you can go to the file and open folder. From here, we can open that folder. Right, this is the folder, this is the project. Actually, we can see we have folders and files here. I'm going to explain what and why it's there. This node module folder is here because this is the folder that has everything, every libraries and everything we need to run the React. Actually, we don't have to touch this folder at all. It's managed by Node.js, and we don't have to work on that. And this is the public folder. This is for React stuff, favicon, index.js and stuff like that, logos and everything. We don't have to touch that either. In this to-do app, we are going to work a lot in this source folder, src folder, and specifically in this app.js. Right, after that we have .ignore file, .gitignore file. This is for version controlling stuff. We don't have to worry about that in this tutorial. And package lock and package JSON, that shows what has installed and what are the scripts to run and everything. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And readme, it explains what to do and stuff. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that right now. I'm gonna start the React app. This is how you would start a React app. You would write node start, sorry, not node, npm start. It should run our project. Right, it's running. Right, it's installed and it's compiled and everything, runs the project. Let's open it up in the side window. Right, we've opened the app.js file, and then we can actually, this is the stuff that we are seeing right here on the left side. And let's try deleting this stuff. Let's see what happens. Right, we have opened the app.js here, and this is the stuff we are seeing on the left hand side here. Let's delete some of this stuff, see what happens. Right, it goes away. Actually, we don't have to reload the page, it automatically reloads when you do a change here. And let's write something else, see if it works. Yeah, it comes here. Yes, now let's write our input fields and buttons and everything that's necessary for a to-do list app. Let's write a list, actually write a input field, input, and then input field is here, and then a button here that says add a button, and then the actual list. This is how you write a list, unordered list, list item 1. I'm typing it so that you can see how it looks. This is actually a static one. We need to make this dynamic. We'll do that in a minute. This is how it would look. Right, let's actually in this application we have two variables or states. One is this one that we're typing here. This needs to be a variable so that we can capture this variable, capture this value. And the other one is this one, this list This can be one item. This list can contain one item or 10 items. So this can be vary. So it'll be a variable or state. We call it a state in React. Yeah, let's create two states. This is how you would create a state in React. Const todo set. Right, this is a state. We import the useState method or hook from React like this, and this function returns actually an array that contains two values. One is the actual value, the state, and then another value to set that state, actually to update that state. Right, and then we have to connect this value, connect this state to this input field, so that when you type something here, it updates here. Right, let's do that. We put an event on change, and we create a function here on change field. Maybe we can call it whatever you want, and getting an event. This event comes from here. Let me put this here. Right, we created a method, actually a function, and then passing it to the onChange event. So that when you type something here, this function will be executed with an event. This event contains a lot of stuff, including this field, actually this content, string content. Right, we are going to set that to this variable, to this state. To do that, set TODO event dot target dot value. This is how you get the value here, and then set it to this variable, this state. And then we can put the state to link it back to this input so that it can reflect in here. Right, value equal to do. Right, that's it. When you type something, it'll update this variable. If you want to see that, we can just log it here. To do. So open the terminal. We can fix this issue, don't worry. Refresh the page, type something here. See, when you type something, this to do variable gets updated every time you type something, every time you type a key. Right, we can fix that error by doing initial value as an empty string. Right, the error should be gone. Right, that's done. We need to create another state for this list. Let's do that. Called list, set list. Right, this list would be an empty string, sorry, empty array for now, and then we need to render this list. Right now this is a static list. See, this is a static list. We need to make it dynamic. This is how you would render an array in React. List dot map, and then item, and then return a list item, and we will render this item. Right, this might be a little bit confusing at the beginning, but when you do a lot of React stuff, you will eventually be familiar with it. This is actually a function, and this function gets an item, and then we print that item like this inside of a list item. So it gets printed multiple times here. How many times? Let's say it has 10 items. It will be rendered 10 times here, like this, 10 times. It'll be printed here on the background. Right, that's done, and we have to create another function to actually add this stuff we are typing here to that list. Let's create a function on click add. Right, we are going to pass this on click add to this button. The event this time is on click. Right, we passed on change to this input field to get the on changed event, and we are passing on click now to get click event. When you click this button, this function will be called. Right, and when the function is called, you need to add this current to do that we are typing to this list. That's it. This is how we are going to do that. We are going to call set list, and then the previous list items, and the new one, which is to do, which is this one that we are typing. Right, this is actually a spread method. I mean, not a method, spread operator. What it does is it spreads this list. Let's say we had 9 items before, and then we are spreading it out in this array, and then adding a new one, and then combine them all, and then set this variable back to this state. That's it. That's that. Let's see if it works. Reload the page, type something, item 1, add. See, it's added. And item 2 is added. See, these are now dynamic. It can change. Right, we need to fix this error. It says key prop is needed. In React, we need to pass a key to everything dynamically rendered. I mean, every list, every array dynamically rendered in React, we need to pass a key. We are going to pass a key and we need an index for that. Actually, you don't have to worry about this that much. This is a React thing. You can just follow what I'm doing. You'll be good. Right. The other thing, see, it goes. The error is gone. Right. The other thing is to add a button to each of these list item, and then when you click that button, it should remove that item, specific item. Yes. And we're going to add a button that says remove, and I'm going to create another function to remove items. On remove click. Actually, we are getting the index here, the index that we want to remove, actually the number, the item that we want to remove. Right, we are going to pass this function to this button. On click, as you might remember, here we put on click to listen to an button click. Right, I'm gonna put that newly created method to here. When we can do like this, because we want to pass a variable here, we need to pass a method like this, pass a function like this to this event. And this time we are passing the index, the current index, the actual index. Let's say this would be the 0th index, this would be the 1th index, and it will pass this index to this method accordingly. Right, we're going to remove the item from this list. The same thing, we're going to set the list, and this time we're going to list filter only the other stuff rather than the index. So let's say we are passing 5 here, and we are going to filter all of the other but the 5th item. That means we are removing the fifth item. This is how we do that. And we are comparing index is not equal I. This will delete the item. When you send 5 here, it should remove the 5th item. Right, this might be a little bit confusing at a glance. You'll get familiar with it. You'll be fine with it in future. Yes, let's try that. Let's try removing stuff. Item 1, item 2, item 3. I'm gonna remove item 2 from here. Yes, that works. Item 4, item 5, item 6, item 7. I'm going to remove item 4, it's gone. Item 1 is gone. Item 7 is gone. Everything is gone. Right, everything works now. Yeah, I think that's it for this tutorial. You can see the code here if you want to write it for yourself and check it out. Actually, we don't need this code here. Right, this is the actual code, so we don't need that either. Right, this is the old code. You can write it and check it out for yourself. I think that's it for now. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments. I would try to read every comment. Yeah, other than that, if you like the video, give it a like. If you like how I teach you and stuff, if you like the channel, you can subscribe. Yeah, see you in another video, I guess. Bye.